Hello everybody, welcome back to Automotive. Today we're going to be talking about Streetspeed717 and why he set fire to his Dodge RAM TRX. Pretty crazy, I know. We're going to be addressing how his channel has escalated up to this, why this is such an amazing idea, and the slight moral implications of it. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into the controversy. Streetspeed717.
Oh yeah.
So, a quick recap. Streetspeed717 is a guy that likes driving pretty fast, and he lives in the area code 717 in the USA, I think in Pennsylvania. And I've actually been watching this guy for years, since he had a couple hundred subscribers. I can't quite remember where I started hearing about him. I think it may have been Matt Moran, who used to be Subaru WRX fan at the time. And what he used to do was he just had his GoPro up in the dashboard while he drove around in his brand new Corvette C7. Now I think he was only about 20 years old at that time, and he owned this brand new C7 Corvette. So everyone wanted to know, how did you get this Corvette? It was a very unique experience, kind of like Parker with him having a Gallardo at such a young age. The same sort of thing, but with a Corvette. So everyone was very intrigued. He used to have the student driver stuff on the back, which shows that he's a Rob Ferretti fan. And to be honest, as bad as this sounds, the channel hasn't really changed too much. It is still a guy in a Corvette with a GoPro. He has switched up his cars a bit. Obviously, he's been in the McLarens. He's got the Lamborghini Aventador. My favorite car he's ever had on the channel, but I'm just incredibly biased. I do have to admit though that the Corvettes are the core of the channel. He has had countless C7 Corvettes in C7 Z06, ZR1, all those sorts of things. And he's also, of course, had a C8 Corvette. He had one for a giveaway, and he even did a twin turbo kit on it. And I think his one actually worked, unlike TJ Hunt's. Sorry TJ, I really hope you get that thing fixed. It's heartbreaking every single time I see it on the channel. So the channel hadn't changed too much. He's just been collecting these cars, building them up, and I must say, he's been building them up incredibly, making them ridiculously fast street cars. You know, the ZR1 has over 1,000 brake horsepower, and it's in a beautiful blue wrapped color. Anyway, other than Corvettes, there is another core vehicle within the Streetspeed fleet, and it was always his Duramax truck. He's had a couple Duramaxes, he's done giveaways with them and things like that, but to me the truck content was never that incredible. He used to not really go off-roading in the trucks at all, and I think a lot of people felt a little bit disheartened by that. But recently something incredible happened. You guys might have watched my YouTube Rewind 2020, and in that he did a humongous jump in his Ford Ranger Raptor, and that to me was a sign that the channel was changing and that he was taking a few little notes out of WhislinDiesel's book. And WhislinDiesel ultimately is the answer for him setting fire to his Dodge RAM TRX, and in fact the whole destruction type of thing. See, in many ways, YouTube is a platform upon which people can live out their childhood dreams mutually through another YouTuber. So me, for example, I watch Savage Garage, and I've always wanted a full Lamborghini collection, you know, Countach, Diablo, Murcielago, Aventador, and Savage has that. So me watching that, I'm kind of getting to live my dreams through them. And what a lot of people dream about as a kid and like to do is get Hot Wheel cars and smash them, crash them, and just explode things. Generally just be chaotic. And that is what the WhislinDiesel channel has brought. Every single video has pushed the limits. I went back there, went 3 or 4 years back looking into the channel, and from the very start, they've always created the most apocalyptically crazy videos. Just jumping off things, applying wheels that should not be on certain trucks, even on quad bikes. And this has just gone immensely. They've got 1.5 million subscribers, but I can see them going to the moon. Just the titles alone feel like they're in a different stratosphere of automotive YouTube that the rest of us, especially in the supercar world where cars are babied a lot more, even the daily driven ones. No digs at daily driven exotics, but you know, you're not blowing up cars. It's completely different to that. So Streetspeed being one of these people that semi-babies their cars, I'm not saying you baby your cars, Mike. You definitely don't. You drive them hard, but what I mean by that is you're not constantly crushing your cars, crashing them, setting them on fire. Whereas now Mike is starting to get into that world, and it's going to be weird to see how that goes, because the ultimate question I'm asking is, where does this end? And the reason why I'm asking that is because clearly this is being done for views. Views are the currency of YouTube. Views mean money on YouTube. They make you more attractive to advertisers, and they gain more AdSense revenue. Simple as that. So as a YouTuber, your job technically is to chase views within your niche. Oh yeah! Now now I can see Streetspeed's views getting pretty out of hand. He was always going to do content with the TRX, which was always going to do well because it's content of a brand new crazy truck from Dodge. 707 brake horsepower in a Ram. It's the craziest Dodge Ram since the SRT10 Dodge Ram with the Dodge Viper V10. It's weird to think though that there was technically a crazier Dodge Ram many years ago. But anyway, it's an insane truck, and he's kind of done the formula that WhislinDiesel likes to do with them, which is apply some huge big mud wheels, take it off-roading, crash into stuff, rip off all the bumpers and the side parts of the car. It's shocking, and it's that shock factor which obviously brings views because you're shocked to see someone setting fire or destroying a brand new truck. It's weird. But here's where we run into the issues and more contention. WhislinDiesel has been controversial from the start. He has always been like this. He has always been destroying things.
Thanks for watching.
And pushing trucks to the limits. Whereas Mike started out not even really wanting to off-road his trucks. He started out babying and driving around in his beloved Corvette, and I can't blame him for that. But now we're gonna get so much contention because the brand has not been this way before. He's never destroyed vehicles in such a way. How do I feel personally in this? I like being impartial, but I've got to say, it's his property. You know, if you've spent $100,000 in something, you of course can do whatever you want with it. I think that goes without saying. But as a car person, what does this mean? Because I always remember Jeremy Clarkson saying, car has a soul. And Chris Harris saying, cars yearn to be driven and used and enjoyed and loved. Obviously, I know cars don't have a soul. They're not like people. But as a car person, there's supposed to be something slightly sacred about cars to you. They do create a bit of personality in your brain. And especially since this is such a desirable truck to many people, I can see people getting jealous that have wanted a truck like this their whole life and then they're just seeing it being destroyed. It's heartbreaking to many. I mean, if I saw someone willfully destroying a Lamborghini Aventador, I would not feel good at all. Especially when you're in the position that you have no idea how you'll ever afford such a car and someone is just wrecking it. Now, after I've said that, WhislinDiesel's probably gonna destroy one. But I guess that's just how it goes. And that's the thing. I don't know where this is going to stop. Are we going to see Streetspeed717 destroying a C8 Corvette? Or are we going to see him destroying a Lamborghini or a McLaren? Things could get out of hand. And to be honest, I'm not going to be one of the guys that hates on him. I'm very interested in it because this is his business at the end of the day. And if his business's goal is to get as many views as possible and that requires the destruction of things, then I guess so be it. So this is going to be potentially a crazy year on automotive YouTube where we might see even more people hop onto this trend of destroying trucks, potentially supercars. I can't believe it. And obviously, setting fire to cars gets a lot of views. There was that video done by the Russians where they set fire to an AMG GT63S 4-door, whatever the name is. One of the longest names in the automotive industry. Anyway, they set fire to it. It's got 20 million views. And 20 million views is such a large amount of money compared to what most YouTubers are making. It's bonkers. I mean, you think PewDiePie probably gets 4 or 5 million views per video, so 20 million is really breaking into different stratospheres for automotive YouTube. So Mike, if you're watching this, I'm quite excited for this content and I'm quite excited to read the comments. Obviously, comments means more engagement. Engagement means people are spending more time in your channel. And since YouTube wants people to spend as much time on a channel as possible so that they can target more ads to them, it means Mike gets more money. So Mike, as someone that was subscribed to you from like 400 or 500 subscribers, I'm very happy to see your success. It's been amazing to watch your channel grow throughout the years, and I know you're destroying cars. It makes me kind of sad, but there's plenty of RAM TRXs out there in the world. This isn't a car that people are going to be preserving. It's not like 1 out of 25, so I get it. I understand it, and I wish you the best of success, and I'm very interested to see where things go from here, because potentially you can go very off-brand from what WhislinDiesel's doing. So I hope this hasn't bored any of you. I just wanted to talk about it. I do think this is a very interesting change for Streetspeed717, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts in the comments below. That's everything for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, subscribe. Please subscribe. Thanks.